Yeah, the conference's agenda as a whole is a agenda pushing respect for human life at all its stages and support. Regarding the death penalty, Illinois has a moratorium in place. Unfortunately, there's some risk that could be undone by the executive or by a bill. So we're looking to abolish the death penalty permanently as a witness to our respect for all human life.
Another right to life issue supported by the Catholic Church can be found in legislation mandating that a woman seeking an abortion be offered the opportunity to view a sonogram before having the procedure. The director of the Archdiocese of Chicago's Respect Life office, Mary Louise Curry, also urged lawmakers to oppose legislation eliminating the Health Care Right of Conscience Act.
It's like the Freedom of Choice Act, FOCA, on the federal level. And this bill has a lot of sweeping changes. It would wipe away all protections and regulations on abortion, like parental notification, partial birth abortion ban, the Born Alive Infant Protection Act. It would also take away our rights of conscience for Catholic health care, forcing medical professionals to perform or be involved with abortions, as well as institutions like our hospitals. So we're very, very concerned about that. It would also rescind local control away from public schools for the type of sex education that their kids would get. It would essentially ban abstinence education and force comprehensive sex ed, and it would expand taxpayer funding of abortions in Illinois. So we're very concerned about that bill, and we're opposing that.
Catholic bishops took a leadership role in meeting with several politicians. Bishop Manns was part of a delegation that talked with Representative Edward Acevedo from the Little Village neighborhood about the education funding issue, as well as two other important topics.
It's a budget item that is proposed to increase about $2 million to allow more, for example, Catholic churches or parishes or others to have ESL classes for immigrants to help them learn English, and he said he was in favor of that. And the other thing, of course, had to do with, there's a proposal on it that doesn't say that exactly, but it has to do with possibility of same-sex marriage. It doesn't say it directly. He said he's opposed to that.
There were two other funding issues on the Catholic agenda this day. One was legislation to ensure timely federal and state reimbursements to Catholic health care institutions. The other was budgetary action to provide cost of doing business increases for Catholic charities and other social service providers.
Catholic Charities is one of the largest provider of social services under contract by the state. We think that's a good thing. We think that Catholic Charities cares. It has strong networks in the community. It's faith-based. It cares about the whole person. They care for children. They provide over $70 to $80 million in services to poor women who have newborn children through the WIC programs. When those rates and those contracts don't change for several years on end, despite increases in rent, leases, the cost of the products, including food, it really makes a difference, and Charities has to come up with more and more of the cost of doing those programs. So these are really significant issues for charities.
Cardinal George, several bishops, and Catholic Conference Executive Director Bob Gilligan were in the forefront of the advocacy mission all day long. They had separate meetings with new Senate President John Cullerton, a Chicago Democrat, with Senate Republican leader Christine Radogno, and a meeting with Republican Minority Leader Tom Cross. The Catholic delegation also spent about a half hour with the new governor of the state of Illinois, Pat Quinn.
You met with the Cardinal and some of the bishops. So your reaction to the turnout today?
Oh, it's a beautiful turnout. I think it's so important for Catholics across Illinois to come to our state capitol. The government belongs to the people, and it's very important that the people tell all of us who are elected officials how they feel, especially now in a very tough economic time where we have to make sure we help people all across Illinois who are in need. That's part of our Catholic faith, that we help those who need a helping hand. It's a parable of the Good Samaritan, and in talking to the bishops and the Cardinal today, we talked a lot about social justice and helping our schools that are educating our children. These are the missions that we have, not just today, but forever.
Cardinal, just give us your overall reaction to the turnout today.
Well, it's a wonderful turnout, especially with the children. You know, over 3,500 school kids, and they bring such enthusiasm and new life, and they're very respectful, but they're a great witness to our Catholic schools, and I'm proud to be with them here.
Catholics are probably more known for praying than lobbying. How important is it for Catholics to be involved in what their lawmakers are deciding?
Well, the church's voice is original. It's not captured by any political party, and it's also public because our faith is public. It's not something that we should be only able to exercise when we're driven into our own homes or into privacy. That's not the nature of faith. So this is a good thing for Catholics, as others, to be present publicly and with their own voice. And we're very concerned about the common good. This isn't just Catholic issues. Our social doctrine is always about the common good of everyone. And so we bring that, and we bring also particular concerns as well. And I think the conversation is well structured here. It's been a very wonderful day.
At day's end, the first ever Catholics at the Capitol event featured a large rally, lots of lobbying, and a civics lesson as well. From Springfield, this is Jim Dish reporting for the Church, the Cardinal, and You.